Hey guys, check out John coming at you with another Awaken Chaos Era video, guys. So today's video, what we're going to talk about is going to be the new patch update notes and what that really does for the game. So I hope you guys stick around, enjoy the video, and definitely leave comments down at the end. All right. All right, guys, we're back here. So let's just go ahead and I'm going to pull up these patch notes from the actual mail they send out via in-game. And the reason why I'm doing that is because, yes, we do get more information on the Discord server. The Discord server, by the way, is on the link down below where they actually do patch notes and so on and so forth. But let's go ahead and read what they sent out to the player base. And let's just go off of that. We're going to do some quick highlight information. And yeah, we'll go over it. We'll kind of give you my thoughts on it, where I feel like where we're at on it. And overall, where I feel like they may or may not have gone wrong with the update. Okay. So let's see here. Starting off here, festival has ended. That was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed the festival. I did myself. It was good freebies. You can't really go wrong with freebies. Getting to fight the boss as well is really neat. It kind of pushed me to kind of like see the different mechanics that could be possible in game, which was really neat. And, push damage comps and stuff like that. So I thought that was good. It is going to be live until the 12th. Definitely make sure you go use your rewards. I used most of mine on charms, honestly, guys. So definitely take whatever you get, make your own judgment call. But I feel like getting the epic charms is pretty much the best investment. Okay, moving forward. It looks like new hero, brand new hero, Brand the Brilliant comes on stage. Web activity. Bounty of Brand. Okay, cool. So, it's reset. It's 11 p.m. EST. So we just had reset. Let's see here. Sorry, let's go back to where we were at. So Bounty of Brand the Brilliant starts. So that means if we go into the events page here. Oh God. Sorry, guys. I decided to record this right at reset, right after stream. So, this is what they're talking about. So right now we have the current event. So this is literally every day. You are getting your free goodies to kind of mark when this character is going to be released. The character is going to be released as of the 15th, it looks like. If I'm reading that correctly, I think the 15th is when this character will be released. So, which is awesome. You can't go wrong with new characters. Let's go ahead and claim this so that way it doesn't drive me nuts when I'm trying to read this stuff. But yeah, so that's awesome. We got an event going on for that. I do like that they're staying pretty current with the events. It makes me a little nervous when we get down to that last event because I feel like they take their sweet little time to like push out that last little bit. Okay, so now we've got, what else we got here? We have a change to account reset. Yeah, okay. I don't even care about this feature. Arena. Honestly, it really just irritates me. Like, stop. Just stop. Just make people reset their account like normal. There's no reason for all this. You know what I mean? Arena matching, reduce the strength of opponents match from tier bronze to silver. Okay, so they did a little bit of balancing for Arena. I don't think I disagree with that. Arena's not really honestly that much. Like, they need to fix the rewards to make Arena worth it. Arena right now is 100% for bragging rights because the season rewards are the only thing worthwhile, in my opinion. So until they actually update it to where like weekly it's worth it, I don't really care what they do to the Arena. So I feel like they kind of wasted their time with this, but maybe they're going in the right direction with people who are actually interested in Arena. But I can tell you right now, from my perspective, I could care less. All right, moving on. Hero Pass. When the Hero Pass is purchased, if the remaining days are less than 3 days, a reminder message will now be shown to players. Okay. I like this because, yes, if you're buying the pass and, you got 3 days left, chances are, unless you're going to boost it through, you're not going to complete it. So I do think that's worth it. So that way people don't feel like they're wasting their money, like they're not getting hoodwinked on spending the money on it. At the same time, though, like when you buy one, it tells you when this ends. So if you're not paying attention, is it really on them to be able to like code this? Like, do they really need to waste their time on this, or they could have like spent that and other places in the game for quality of life updates? But nonetheless, it is good that they have that on there so people don't feel like they've been swindled by buying it, with 3 days left. Okay, next we have multi-battle. Now, the status information of the multi-battle settings will be saved. Okay, cool. Balance adjustments. This is what we've all been waiting for. This is going to be the topic of discussion This is where the going gets good and rough at the same time. All right, so let's talk about it. So we have a Vera. That's a legendary. I believe this is the legendary. Yes, this is the legendary, the Wind Affinity legendary, Avera. Damage range increases from 100% to 200% to 150% and 200%. That's pretty cool because I feel like, she never really hit, like, I don't know. I feel like as it is an ultimate and it's a legendary character, she should never really hit at 100%. I feel like she should always do more damage than that. So I do like that they made that a little bit more consistent. That's pretty cool. They also did damage range increase from 30% to 60% to 40% to 60% effect adjustments after Ascension. Gunfires apply defense down to targets for 2 turns. So they did a little bit of balancing on her. I think it's worth it. Avera was a very good wind damage unit for a legendary. The biggest thing is we didn't have a whole lot of great ones to begin with. So I'm glad to see they kind of balance this more because she's going to be one of the most OP ones for the wind affinity or element there. Next, we have Desmond. The probability of infection has been increased from 60% to 100%, and the health loss per turn under Plague Emissary has been reduced from 10%, 20%, 30% to 5, 10, 15. I am kind of glad to see that because that could be abused very, very easily. Problem is getting Desmond is super hard. So I don't know a whole lot of people who have Desmond. So I like that they balanced that, but overall, Desmond's not a very good legendary, so it is what it is. But I do like they knew that this could be abused, and they fixed it ahead of time. I like that they did that. Elson. Now Elson, he's one of those kind of underrated epics, guys. He's elites. He's one of those like you wouldn't think he's any good, but when you read his kit and you kind of play with him, he can do some damage. So it's interesting here that they actually did a buff on him by increasing his defense down from 30% to 50%. And yeah, I can't say I disagree. He's an elite character, so that's fine. His base stats are super low anyway, so it's going to be really hard to get great utilization out of him. So by doing this little boost here to his defense down, chance to land it, I'm okay with that. I think that's a pretty good buff. Celine, cooldown reduced from 4 turns to 3 turns. I could definitely agree with this. It's nothing wrong there. Freya, chance of applying speed down increased from 50% to 80%. Okay, so she's now getting a lot more viable out of that applying bleeding to the target for 2 turns. Okay. I like it. I do like the change that they made. Is she going to get more use? I don't think so, honestly. But, she is more available, especially when we're getting close to global launch. She's going to be a pretty easy character to get. I feel like maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe she's not, but I feel like she was. So this is kind of a good bonus for her. One thing I'm really excited for is this Raven boost here. I think this is a really good buff. So Raven is already pretty good if you're looking for a decent poisoner and damage dealer because she can't do damage, right? She's elite. She's not going to do the most OP amount of damage, but she's viable. She's viable for an elite. The fact that they changed her cooldown from 4 turns to 3 turns is awesome. And they increased the ultimate ability now so where it does 150% damage, which I think is awesome because it's pretty quick and easy to get her ultimate ability proccing. All right, moving on, we have Vance. Vance increased the damage output from 20% to 30% for enemies with positive effects. I want to say this is individual. And this is, I don't know, it's an interesting trait, honestly. I think it's cool because, it'll do some damage. Because, you're not going to have a whole lot of... You should not have characters have a crap load of positive effects. This is going to be really good for, I feel like, Arena, more so than anything. So it is cool, but at the same time, it's kind of did they just really make 100% focus him for Arena at this point? Is that what they just did? You know what I mean? Special ability Inquisition, damage increases from 100% to 150%. Ultimate ability Demon Sword Devour, damage increases from 200% to 250%. So they did a massive buff on Vance. I'm sure a lot of people are going to be using him now. Honestly, I'll probably build him and we'll give him a try. We'll see what he ends up doing. All right, then we got Brand. Brand, the taunt probability is reduced from 100% to 50%. He's a legendary. What do you mean? It goes from 100% to 50%. Damage increases from 50% to 80%. Okay, so you think giving us 30% more damage justifies taking away 50% probability to land a taunt, which is one of the better things that he does in his kit. Are you what? Am I missing something? Okay, this pisses me off. Ultimate ability, call the king. Modified from removing 2 negative effects from all teammates to removing 1 negative effect from all team members. This is okay. I did think this was broken, that, you know, why do we need to remove 2 negative effects? Like, let's give 1 negative effect. That's totally fine. So I get that, but why are you messing with his taunt chance and putting it and having it? Like, don't half it. Take it to like 80%, 75%. Do something like that. Don't half the ability. Like, yes, I get it. He's Bran. He puts up an attack boost and a defense boost. Okay, nerf one of those things before you take away his taunt, because essentially what he's there for is a tank. Yes, I get it. He can do a shield and a battery heal, or a battery tank unit, whatever the case, however you want to refer to him. He's a great support unit. Don't do this without his taunt. This is no. I don't agree with this. I think this was a mistake. Only time will tell if they'll fix it or not. Probably won't. But yeah, this upsets me. This upsets me. Ricard, trait Unshackable. Before when taking damage, the damage reduction increased by 5 to 10%, max 3 stacks. After when taking damage, reduction is increased by 10 to 20%. Unstackable. Okay. So they just skipped ahead from this whole 5 to 10 to 3 stacks to like now it's 10 to 20. So they just went ahead and maxed that, but they did not make it stackable. This is okay, in my opinion. Like, it's not terrible. It's not bad at all, because Ricard is kind of a broken. Like, he's pretty OP. If you build him correctly, he can do massive damage. So let's not make him do massive damage and then also, you know, like mitigate a crap load of damage. You know what I mean? Like, we can't have a good nuker and then call him a tank at the same time. Does that make sense? Basic ability, Mighty Strike. The probability of applying attack down is reduced from 80% to 50%. See, why are they doing this? Like, yes, I get it. But why are you reducing it by 30%? I don't... You should be having these start at a low number and then have them book up to a higher percent. And that way you have people who want to grind the books to upgrade these abilities. Don't, like, no. Stop this. This is, no, thank you. I don't want, it's frustrating, guys. It's very frustrating. Once again, I'm happy that they're doing adjustments, though. It needs to be done, so I'm okay with this. Special ability, Brutal Hammer, adjusted from restore 30% of max health to restore 10%. 100% agree with this. That was a little ability, and that was a little broken ability, in my opinion. Hackrin, my tiny little dwarf man. The effect is increasing the max health is reduced from maximum of 5 stacks to a maximum of 3 stacks. Well, I can't say I didn't see this coming. So as you guys know from my Queen of Tides video, my Ash Magistrate video, you know, I was using Hackrin for me. Why? Because his maximum HP thing, and it would go for 5 stacks. Like, you can't go wrong with that. That's a lot of HP. So the fact that they reduced it to 3 stacks, that makes more sense, honestly. I think it's a 4-turn cooldown anyways. So now it turns it to the point where you don't really need that curse set on Hackrin, which I think is good. Would it be great if it was 5 turns instead? Yes, it would, because it'll stack better and it'll stay up forever. But you know what? At the end of the day, I think this was a good change. I really do. I do like Hackrin a lot. But yeah, I did think that was a little broken with the maximum of 5 stacks. Natalia. All right. Basic ability, Arcane Surge. Damage reduced from 100% to 80%. I can't disagree with this. And here's why. One, Natalia, she's pretty OP. She's pretty OP for a water epic. She has a lot of uses. She has a lot of utility for damage that she can do, because she basically turns herself from a single target to a nuker, depending on the amount of buffs she has. And reducing the damage on her A1 from 100% to 80% is probably more viable, because you shouldn't have an A1 that could potentially break the game or do as much damage as an ultimate. Because if she has, you know, 7 or 8 buffs on her and you have her ascend it twice, she's going to do a massive amount of damage. She gets that increase for each buff on her. So I don't disagree with this. Ultimate ability, Arcane Nova, damage increase from 180 to 200%. I'm totally cool with this because I do feel like, it benefits me. But no, overall, I think that's good because I mean, it puts her on more on par with a lot of the other epic damage dealers for their ultimate. The difference in this, though, is she will do more damage because of her the buffs that get added to her. And if she kills somebody, it resets this ability. So I am curious as to why they went from 180 to 200 because this literally, as you know, if they proc another turn, after killing someone, Arcane Nova is going to be ready again. So I am interested why they did this. But I think it's overall, it's okay. Next, William. The increase of basic damage of all teammates reduces from 50%, 80% to 40%, 60%. Well, he had a good run. Once again, kind of saw the painting in the sky, the however you want to refer to that. It makes sense. Like 80% like increase, it's a little broken, guys. So 60%, okay. Honestly, this could go down to like 20 and 40%. I would still think it'd be okay. To be perfectly honest, and yeah, you can say what you will, but I'm giving you an unbiased, like, hey, this is how a game developer should work, right? They should be thinking of the fairness. I'm okay with this. Next. This is the saddest moment of my life for doing content creation after releasing a video the day of this nerf. Santis, void encroachment in battle. The triggered attack effects can no longer trigger the trait. Well, it's good while it lasted. Santis was kind of broken, guys. You put her in curse set, and she would pop off. She would pop off, guys. She no longer is going to pop off as much. She still is, and we're going to talk about that here in just a second, but she's still very good. But with Santis, William, Natalia, all these nerfs, Akron with these nerfs, they basically killed my teams. They killed my strats. Am I mad? No, I'm not. And why? Because it needed to be done. The game's not that old. And we're already doing these incredible comps, and we're just like, boom, 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 and we're knocking them out. Should we be doing that? Probably not. It's a brand new game. Yes, I know we had 4 beta iterations, so we have a lot of info. But they revamped all these kits. Like, these aren't the same exact strategies as what we've done for the last 4 betas. So, I'm a little upset, but I'm not that upset. I think these are definitely worth it. These are good balances. I think overall this has been a very good character balance. Now let's go into sets. Curse set. I was curious to see what they would do with this. I thought this was hugely broken. Curse set. There's a 50% chance to launch a bonus attack using this character's basic ability. Why was this ever at 50%? That was a mistake from the get-go, but we all knew it and we all exploited it. The fact that they only reduced it to 35 is kind of funny, in my opinion. I personally, mark my words, I say by the end of the year, this is at 20%. 20%, and they change it from basic ability to any random ability that's available. Like, they change it from, like, if you have your A2 or ultimate ready, that you can use that ability. Like, you know what I mean? They randomize it because... 35% chance is still pretty large chance to proc the basic ability. But yeah, that compared with this void encroachment, it makes Santis not hit and do nearly as much damage. On top of that, poison got messed up. Mechanism adjustment. Adjust from settlement at the beginning of the turn to the settlement at the end of the turn. This was good and bad. The reason being because, yes, a lot of us would count on it for the beginning, so that way we could take lower stat characters in dungeons and do massive amount of damage with poison, and it'd all get tallied at the beginning, so we wouldn't wipe. Like, you'd have all poisons comps going into Queen of Tides, into Gemini Dragon, so on and so forth, because all these would get tallied at the start of their round, and if once you killed the ads, then it was the start of that character's round, or the enemy's round at the start, right? So I shouldn't say that at the start, right? But no, like when it's just the one character, when it's their turn, that is their round, essentially. So then they'd go, before they go, they'd wipe, right? Like, they'd have this massive stack of poisons and poof, they're wiped. Well, a lot of them have the potential to do AoE wipes on you if you don't have your stats right. And that's where this just messed this all up. This went from, okay, they're going to AoE me and wipe me to, or they're not going to get a chance to because these poison ticks are going to happen. They're going to die to, oh crap, we're going to get wiped. So poison got changed. I think it's worth it though. At the end, it's going to focus. It's going to make us pick other teams other than poison to really do the damage. So I'm okay with this. Bug fix. Multi-battle. Fix the time display issue. Okay. Fix the bug where the hero pass experience. Yep. Okay. Fix the problem that Zatlok's hero request did not count the purchase of gears. Didn't know that was a thing. Jacob fixed an issue where Jacob switched waves during his ultimate, which would cause a battle error. Wow. Didn't know that was a thing. Mathasia. I kind of wondered when they would fix this. Fix the bug that Mathasia's healing would heal the summoned unit. What this means is, like, for example, if you brought Blackthorn and Mathasia in, you could keep the totem live for a long, long time. Just as a heads up. You can't anymore, apparently. Apparently, they figured it out and they fixed it. Arcane Dominator fixed the bug that asked Magisteria's sacrificial cannon would launch bonus damage to itself. It would. It almost seemed like it would crit on itself, and it would be hilarious because it would crit on itself, do a lot of damage to me, and the next turn it'd be poof, it's dead. I loved it. And they fixed it, unfortunately. Arcane Dominator fixed the ability description error of Witch of the Wind. I don't even mess with Witch of the Wind, so I don't know what that was. Fixed the ability description error of the Gemini Dragon. Gemini Dragon still sucks. So, okay, thanks. But yeah, overall, guys, that was the patch. My takeaway of it is, we're a week and a half away from launch globally. We're on soft launch right now. I think this was worth it. I think it was a good balance update. I think it's a little soon to be like, yeah, this game's going to make it. This game's going to be amazing, because we haven't globally launched yet. I think if they can keep this kind of stuff going, and if we can get like a balance update monthly, like once a month, I think they're going to have a great product here. If they advertise, they're going to be doing great. Was this balance needed? I do think it was, because what's going to happen is they need to shake it up a little bit. We're going to go into global launch, and you have all of us content creators and all of us experienced players that, well, we got a leg up on these new guys that are about to start. And I think this is a good idea. I really do. I do. And I appreciate that, they took time. They played the game. They realized, hey, these are problems. We should not be able to do this in the game right now. And this is a little too easy. Let's increase the difficulty just a little bit. I'm happy if they did it. I can't disagree with a lot of these. Obviously, like my boy Brand, I'm super salty about that. I'm not happy about like Ricard either. I don't know. Like they need to do a little bit more understanding of what they're doing, in my opinion. But overall, they didn't do a bad job. I'm okay with it. I would definitely rate this as, if you did this as a grading scale of like F to A, F to A being the greatest, I would say this is about a B for the update, honestly. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know down in the comments below what your thoughts are, if you think the update was just or not. And can't wait to see you guys in the next one. Peace.